every time I try to film, I'm like starting to record and I'm doing fine, and then I remember that I don't have memory in my camera. Like, I don't insert it. It's so dumb. But anyways, so today's video is gonna be a just a reaction type of video talking about the Pretty Little Liars finale. Is it really dark for you? Is that better? I think that's better. So yeah, basically I just want to talk about the episode. It's called I think it's season 6, episode 10, I think, and it's called Game Over, Charles. So today's Tuesday, so it was on today, and basically the promo for this episode was that we were gonna find out who A is, and now we did find out. And if you guys are not caught up or you guys don't want to know, this video is gonna contain spoilers. I'm just gonna talk about everything basically. So if you don't want to know, please click out of this video ASAP because you're about to get spoiled. So yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a second to click out because I know how it feels to get spoiled by something and it's terrible. So I'm gonna count 3 and then I'm just gonna start. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so basically we find out that Cece Drake is A and she is Charles, and Charles is a transgender, or was a transgender kid, or is, I don't know. So yeah, isn't that kind of crazy? So she spills it all. Apparently, when, you know how they said that Charles was kind of crazy and that he tried to kill Allie and that's why he was sent to Ratley. Apparently no, he really loved Allie, and the whole incident in the bathroom and the bathtub, he was not trying to harm Allie or hurt her in any way. He was actually trying to calm her down because she was very upset, and as a kid, not really knowing what to do, he thought that giving her a bath was the best idea in his, child brain. And when he did, he accidentally, dropped her in the water, and that's when the dad comes in and quote unquote saves her, which he didn't really save her because she was in danger, but not on purpose kind of thing. But anyways, so Cece tells Allie that the reason that the dad was so adamant about sending Charles to Ratley was because he had known, the family had known all along that Charles wanted to be a girl. He was more inclined in wearing female clothing and stuff. He wanted dresses and stuff, and his dad considered that unacceptable. So sending him away was the best option. So that's why they took that route. Mrs. De Laurentiis, whatever you want to call her, not Mrs., Miss Misty, or Miss De Laurentiis, she still really loved her child and everything, so she would buy 2 dresses, one for Allie and one for Charles, or anything she would buy Allie clothing wise, she would buy it to Charles as well. And he was, just wearing girl clothing at this point, and that is where Bethany comes in the story. So basically they were friends, and one day when they were in the rooftop and Charles was kind of modeling his clothes and stuff, and Toby's mom was coming up to the rooftop, and Charles was telling Bethany, please, don't tell her, keep this a secret, I don't want her to see me. And Bethany agrees and stuff. So when Bethany's talking to Toby's mom, they're having an argument, and Bethany pushes Toby's mom off the rooftop, and that's where unfortunately she dies, and then they, you know, Bethany kind of becomes a bitch like this and totally blames Charles for what happened. No one believes Charles and the blame is put on him. And then Miss D. Pace Wilson, is that his name? I always get confused with his name, with the dirty cop. I think his name was Wilson, and she pays him off to write down that it was a suicide. That is, you know, that's ruled a suicide, just so Charles doesn't get in trouble or anything. So that happens, and then Cece starts growing up. She gets a lot into like her studies and stuff, and then she is given a permission to like walk in and out of Radley to go to school and stuff, like special classes and stuff. And that is where she kind of starts, you know, being in Allie's life, because she kind of gets bored about, you know, of her classes because she's so smart and she like knows everything. So she starts kind of hanging out with Allie and kind of getting into her life. And this is where the whole dating Jason happens, which was very disturbing because they are siblings. That, you know, that is Jason's brother. They're brothers because, you know, Cece is a man. She was born a man. So, yeah, that was really disturbing, and they went out. Like, this is what makes me believe that the whole Cece's Charles transgender storyline did not happen at the beginning of the 3rd season. I don't think they had this in mind. Like, I am almost 98.9% sure that they did not have this in the story. Like, this is not where it was going to go, just because of the plot with Jason. I don't think, I mean, the writers had to be really brave to add this. Like, that's a really disgusting storyline, how, you know, they're essentially family. That's her brother that she dated. And even Allie, while Cece's like confessing, even Allie asks her, she's like, did you guys, you know? And Cece's like, no, but I'm not entirely sure I believe that. But anyways, yeah, that was very kind of disturbing. I don't know how anybody else felt about that, but I did not like that. And then, basically what Cece's thing was all along, that she is not evil, that she actually loves Allie, and she never really wanted to hurt the girls. You know, like, all the way, like, scare them and, like, play with them, yeah, but never, like, physically hurt them or put them in, like, really serious danger, which, that's questionable. We find out, what else does she say? Yeah, basically, she was the one to hit, okay, well, I guess I'll start. I'm gonna, like, rewind, because I went too fast with this. Basically, once Cece is able to get in and out of Radley, the mom Miss D gets a little frustrated because of the whole, she's coming into her family now, like as an actual member, because she's Jason's girlfriend, and she's getting invited to places, you know, like the dad is like, Kenneth, I think his name is actually inviting her to things. That's where she goes to Cape May, I think, Cape May, with, Allie and the whole family and Jason and stuff. And the whole thing with this is the mom is not even disturbed about the fact that he's dating his brother, but she's more disturbed of the fact that what if Kenneth finds out that Cece's Charles? I wouldn't even be thinking about that. I would be like, you know, Cece, what the hell are you doing? This is your brother. But I guess that was not important. Anyway, so basically, she's getting invited to all these things and whatnot. And once, you know, she's back into Radley, remember that Cece and Allie have, like, the same clothing pieces and stuff. So basically, Bethany steals Cece's clothes because Cece has a better access going in and out. So she leaves Radley because she finds out that Miss D is having an affair with her dad. So she's going to go and I think kill Miss De Laurentiis, and in order to stop this from happening, Cece gets out of Radley and confuses her with Allie and ends up hurting Allie instead because they have the same clothing. So, yeah, she hits Allie and then Misty buries Allie, you know, thinking that Cece did this on purpose, but obviously she didn't. She was trying to protect Miss Laurentis. So, yeah. And then Mona is the one that hits Bethany, thinking she's Allie, and then obviously we know that Melissa buries Bethany alive, and yeah, that whole story. And then what else? So basically Cece's shipped back to Radley with no access of coming out, and then once, you know, Mona is checked into Radley, Cece steals the game from her inside of Radley because Mona's always talking about how the girls are happier without Allie and how they're finally, you know, free of her and all this stuff, and Cece, loving Allie like she does, steals the game because she's mad at the girls for, you know, having this life that Allie unfortunately doesn't because Cece killed her, which she didn't. And so, yeah, so that's where the game starts all over again. And then finally, when Cece finds out that, you know, Allie might be alive, she obviously is, like, super excited because she loves her and all this and that and whatnot. And then, you know, Allie does ask her, you know, when you found out that I was alive, why continue the game? And she said basically that she thought it was over when she left for, like, France, I think she went, or Paris or something. But that, you know, the game kind of pulled her back in. She was addicted to it. It was the only thing that she was really good at. So she decided to just keep on going. But she also said that she never actually hurt anyone. She would only get angry when Allie was not giving the attention it deserved, or she or he deserved. So that's why she would get angry and stuff. But, you know, she never ended up really hurting anyone. That was her logic. Like, I never actually physically hurt someone, which it's true, but still it's unacceptable. And then we find out that Sarah Harvey is a Black Veil, and she's also, that's what they called her, right? Black Veil? I think so. And Redcoat, and she would do it just to help out Cece and kind of be a spy and whatnot. Cece did kill Wilden because she thought that Allie was in danger if Wilden was alive. So A killed them off, or Season killed them off just to protect Allie. Yeah. So I think that's about it. And then, I mean, if you watch the episode, she tried to, like, blow them up, but then it failed because the girls were like, save the day, like always, and then she tried to, like, kill herself, but, you know, the girls did not let her. I would be like, Cece, please jump off that building and do us all a favor here. Just jump off. Die already. But no, the girls are, like, so nice, and they're so forgiving, or whatever. So, yeah, basically that's the recap. I don't know. I think that this was not a planned episode. I don't think it was, like, it's been years since the story. I do think they came up with this within the last year or so. I wasn't too shocked. Cece was always a potential suspect in this series. Her name was always up there with the people that were kind of suspicious and whatnot, but I just feel that the storyline of her being transgender and actually being Charles and her dating Jason was just a little too much for me. I would have preferred something a little bit more simple than this, because it was just too much. I thought, you know, it's been 5 years of a build-up. It's supposed to be, like, the shocker of all shockers, like, nothing's gonna compare to this, and then it was just kind of a fail for me. Don't get me wrong, the episode was really good. It did answer almost everything, not all, because they didn't tell us who killed Miss D. So that we don't know. We know that Cece found her dead already and buried her, but we don't know who actually killed her. So That was the only thing unanswered, if I'm correct. But I mean, it was a good episode because they didn't like lie to us, just like they've done so many times before. So props to that. I'm really happy that they just came to the conclusion, but I just don't really like the turn that it took. I feel like they had so many other storylines that they could have gone with. I would have even preferred that Ali had a twin and just ended right there. I don't know. I don't like the CeCe Charles story. Not because I have anything like against it, like transgender or anything like that. I just don't think that. I don't know. I wish it had been something a little more shocking. Like, I wish it would have been a more, like, I don't know, like, shocking character, you know? I want it to be a more surprise, you know? I don't know. I didn't really like it. I really wanted it to be Arya. I was pretty sure it was Arya for the last few episodes. Obviously, I was a little bit skeptical. I didn't think the show was going to take it there, but it would have been amazing. Like, that would have been a huge shocker. Like, if they had come up with that, I would have been so happy, jumping up and down, or I don't know, just something a little bit more crazy maybe. Because I felt like they tried to portray Charles as a good person, and I never saw Charles like that. I either saw Charles being with a mental disorder, because obviously she's not that I mean, she's crazy, but she's not like radically crazy. So I wish they had portrayed a more like evil character and not like this character that, like, I feel like they wanted you to feel bad for CeCe, and I didn't really want that with A. I wanted to hate A, you know, but I guess it's what they wanted for the show. And yeah, so basically at the end of the episode, we do see a 5 years later, and you know, Ali is writing on the board. I believe she's married because she has a different last name, so I want to think she's married, but who knows. And you know, the girls come in wearing ridiculous wigs, but whatever, telling her that they have to leave, that they just came back for her, and that, you know, I guess it looks like they're in trouble or something. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe another A is gonna come back. That would be kind of fun, but who knows. And yeah, so it's not gonna come back till January, so I'm not gonna have like Pretty Little Liar episodes, not episodes, recaps and videos for like the next 5 months, or is it 6 months? I don't know. So yeah, so I don't know, I'm happy that everything got answered. I just wished that it would have been someone else. I didn't really like the storyline. It was interesting. It was an interesting storyline, but I don't think it was worth the 5-year wait. I think that, and a funny story is that I check a lot of like theory websites and like Tumblr and stuff, and I had read about this theory like a month ago, I want to say. When we found out that, yeah, it was like 2 months ago when we found out that Charles was A, but we didn't know who Charles was. I had read this theory on one of those blog posts, and I remember reading it and thinking, this is interesting, but this is so far from the truth. Like, they will never go this way. And then they went that way, and it was really disappointing. Like, when I saw her turn around and say, you know, don't be so dramatic, Ali, I think she said, I knew right away. I was like, okay, she is good. He was born a man, now CeCe. And right away, it also clicked in my mind, you dated Jason. Like, I think that was the most disturbing thing of it all. Just the whole Jason thing. So, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about it. Were you guys excited about the reveal? Did you guys think it was good? I don't think it was good. I mean, it was like a good episode and like a good reveal, but I just don't like the person they revealed. I wish it had been somebody else. So, I don't know. Let me down below. What do you guys think? Am I just crazy for wanting more than what it was? Should I not be this disappointed? I don't know. Tell me down below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later in my next video.